should say that I'm president of the Braxton Institute for Sustainability, Resiliency, and Joy, and I'm the leader of the Reparations for Lakeland Now initiative in College Park, Maryland. Central to our sustainability is being able to be grounded. We all experience trauma and stress, and sometimes as we're doing the work of repair, one of the things that we discover is that the cycles of violence have not ended. Cessation has not occurred. And there we are trying to do the work of repair in the midst of ongoing harm. And there's a dynamic for this. It's different from trauma. It's added to trauma. It's something that we call moral injury. And just as there is a scale for PTSD, there is now a scale for moral injury. And you can take a workshop in moral injury for healers, clinicians from the psychiatry department at Duke. It's coming up very, very shortly. So what are some of the things we can do? Some of the folks have been seeing me passing out these blue balls, and I really wanted to take one out and bounce one here. But we have a lot of cameras around and an ancestor altar, and I'd be very nervous about doing that. But the fact is, if you bounce a ball between yourself and someone else, you will release stress. There's neuroscience behind this in the work of Bessel van der Kolk. And I've used this with clinicians. I may be the only literature professor you know who holds the rank of professor in a family and family medicine unit. I'm a professor at Eastern Virginia Medical School, working not with patients, but with doctors and with people who suffer chronic stress and chronic incident stress. So, if I may, Nkechi? Yes. One more thing. As we open the doors to repair, people begin to share trauma stories and sometimes can't stop. So one other practice we like to teach from narrative medicine is narrative humility and deep listening. Quick exercise you can take with you along with one of these blue balls. Two people sit together. One person tells their story for 10 minutes. The other person listens. Only listens, not interrupts. And then the person who initiates the story, the person who's listening to the story repeats the story to the initiator, who corrects it for as long as it takes. And then shift and do the exercise with the other partner. So deep listening and narrative humility are essential to our progress for integrating the experience of trauma, harm, and moral distress into our process so that we can heal as fully as possible and continue to embrace joy. There is joy in the struggle. Andrew Young told me that Martin Luther King experienced joy in the struggle up until the day of his death. And I believe him. Stay in the struggle. Claim your joy.
Thank you, Dr. Braxton. And on that